Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Minions: The Rise of Gru is a continuation of the Minions movie, and this takes place before the three Despicable Me movies. And this one, Gru took the Minions under his wing. He's in high school, and he's like he's this like nerd of like the this evil villain group like called the Six, something on those lines, and he wants to impress them. So he stole something from them, and now they're after him. And so this guy turns against what he thought it was going to happen. That's the best way I can describe this movie. Nothing's really. I enjoyed this movie, but yeah, the Minions isn't something I was really looking forward to, and I've also kind of a little rusty. I'm kind of falling behind on reviews, so bear with me a little if I'm like a little drowsy and such. And so this is something I wasn't planning on seeing, and I saw it. I mean, I enjoy it a lot more than I intended than I was going to. But do I think this is a perfect movie? No. This movie, at times, this movie just really does like drag. I'm like, okay, can we get to the point? Because the villains of this movie, the whole point. So Gru steals this like stone from a certain group of villains, and so they get mad because he wanted to be part of their team, but they didn't want him part of the team because he was a kid, and so they. Yeah, and so he steals the stone, and he's like expecting to, be them to be impressed by his skills of stealing the stone, but no, that kind of backfires, and so now they're after him, and they're hardly in the movie, to be honest. They're hardly there. They probably maybe have 10 minutes of screen time, maybe a little bit more than that, but they're hardly not. So these villains are hardly there. It's mostly just focusing on the Minions. Gru's there as well, which he does help. I do like seeing Steve Carell play this character once again. And honestly, I thought it was gonna be weird of him playing a younger version of himself, but no, he does it pretty well, and he's fine. He does bring life again to the characters, and so overall, it's a fun movie for kids. There's a lot of memorabilia from the Despicable Me movies. There's characters that pop up in here. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, okay, I know that character. Okay, I know that. Okay. Were they seriously all here at this time and point? Okay, it kind of breaks some of its story for the next ones, because like I'm pretty sure the villain in the first one's way younger than Gru, and so there's like a picture of him and his dad in this one. I'm like, I don't think that picture should exist yet. I don't think. I'm trying to go into my Despicable Me lore, and I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to exist just yet, because it's basically the story of this one is like, oh, younger villains are gonna take over the old, and it's time for their the new villains to come, and that's like basically that was basically the same thing for the first one. Gru's like this old dying villain, well, not old and dying villain, but like his like him as a villain is gonna go get overrun by this like new younger villain. There's cool fight scenes. The animation is great. I do like seeing the Minions doing something new. Like they try to learn karate, and it's like, all right, this is kind of funny and entertaining. Yeah, overall, it's just like it feels like a TV type of episode. It's fun once, and next you're like done with it. It's not something that I would watch again. But like the Despicable Me movies, like I could easily put that on with no problem, but like and entertain with a great story. And their story here is kind of a little weak. It kind of copies from the first one, and it's also just mostly memorabilia. It's like, oh, remember this from the good ones, and it's like, yes, I do. And so it's like memorabilia can be good, but majority of this movie is like remember, and so it's like, all right, enough with the remember. Can we have our story? And the story is just these ancient, jealous villains and such, and they just they just don't come off villainy. It just come off like 5-year-old kid. It's more of a kid than Gru is in this movie, and so it's like I would rather watch the Despicable Me movies over this. But there's some good jokes. There's a couple awkward jokes, but overall, it's a fine movie. I think kids will enjoy it. Not a lot of stuff is out either, so it's like if you want to take your kids to a movie, I mean, I would highly recommend Lightyear if you guys haven't seen that. Lightyear is a great movie, and I think Lightyear is way better than this. It has emotion and great animation, great like a good story to it, and this one's just like somewhat of a hollow shell, a little bit, and so, but yeah, it's fine for what it is. I'm gonna give Minions: The Rise of Gru a C+. It's fine, nothing too crazy. It's a little bit better than I was expected it to be. I didn't enjoy the first Minions movie that much. But this one's fine. It's a good movie to pass the time if you have nothing to go see. But if you're gonna want to go see a kids movie, go see Lightyear. I know there's a lot of problems with people saying how it's promoted, which I didn't know anything about it. But all that stuff was hardly even in the movie. Hardly even it wasn't even like in your face type of stuff. It was done very well. So. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.